Hello! I think it's working now. Is it working? Is it working? Yes. No, it's upcoming. No, it is working. We're good. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm okay. And this is finally the live stream you've been waiting on. Okay. Let me share this link real quick before we get started so everybody can have the actual link, and I will delete all those mess ups later. Got it figured out. Okay. Welcome everybody. Whew. Now, I probably need to post on Twitter and DA too. Okay, finally. Second time is the charm, right? I should probably delete this account or delete this tweet. I think there we go. And let's just pull up DeviantArt. Would you like to see my DeviantArt? Let's see. Let's go to I did it on a status update, I think. How do you access your status updates? Oh boy. Oh no, I clicked my... Okay. Yes. They have made this so easy to use, right? Okay, paste. Submit. There we go. Now it's working. We should be good. I'm gonna edit this, my subscribe star. And now we're golden. Save. Okay. What a mess. What a mess. All right, we're streaming, we're live. Mic is on. Mic is hot. And here we have Wendy. The next thing we gotta do is figure out how to get these guys towed. We're gonna be polling them, and that's important because it shows up like in 2 or 3 pages. They are going to be pulling something large over there. So let's see, is Wendy the right size now? In my previous video that I'm going to delete, we were resizing Wendy to make sure she looks appropriately big. She's kind of looking like a loaf of bread. Makes me think of like a duck that you feed bread and you feed it a whole loaf of bread. Or pigeons that eat rice after a wedding. All right, I think that's ready. The next thing we were going to do is work on Andrea. Oh no, she's on a different layer. So I've got several different layers going on. Okay, she's on the pencil layer. Okay, so we'll put her like right here, I guess. front and center, I guess. And what's going on? Okay. She's got a stem coming out of her head. Okay, and she does have two things right here. Even though she's very pear-shaped, she's got two pairs on the front too. And unfortunately, it looks like she can't be there because she would have been plowed through by the Oompa Loompas. Let's we could let the Oompa Loompas be censoring her. Let's let that fruit be hanging below the surface of the water. Okay, so I guess we'll have her hands right over there. Okay. And Andrea is in page 2. Oh boy. This is just crazy mix. Okay. Ink. This is going to be ink 2. I should probably just... Let's go ahead and do the jet ski tow rope. All right. Got the pyramid of Oompa Loompas. I think they did that in... was it Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, the remake? I feel like they might have done that. I'm not so much an expert on the second remake with Johnny Depp as I am with the Gene Wilder one. I've watched the original much more than the remake. Then watched the remake of the remake, and I thought it was okay. It got much better after about halfway, but I would say the first half I was ready to check out. I was not... It felt like a High School Musical that was just over the top and not very special, and just kind of the classical cheesy mess. But it sort of gets better. It gets better than... I appreciated it after halfway, I guess. But I would not say it's better than the original or the Johnny Depp remake. I say Johnny Depp, but we should probably call it the... Who's the director? Who's that guy? I can't believe I think... Like he's... I'm not thinking too clearly today. Tim Burton. I should probably call it the Tim Burton remake. Felt like it did not hold a candle to the Tim Burton remake. I don't know why I said candle. Let's have her looking over here. All right. So we got a pear person back here. Pear people. All right, there is the pear person. Now let's work on Wendy. Let's put her on a layer that's not going to get messed up here. We'll put her on ink layer. I'm going to actually have her. She's going to be behind the Oompa Loompas, so I'd like to be able to erase what I'm working on without erasing the Oompa Loompas. All right. Very good. So Wendy's epic epilogue is continuing after chapter 2, and it's going to be tying up loose ends. I liked how Wendy's end kind of gave her some justice, but you know, a lot of times with the movies nowadays and the shows, they can't just let someone, you can't just let the anti-hero get away with everything. Like if they deserve justice in the movies nowadays and the shows, they have to give them justice and kind of ruin the show for me. Like for instance, I was watching the movie Baby Driver on Netflix last week, and I really was enjoying that show. And then the ending where they like, okay, so he is a criminal, so we do have to make him go to jail, and he has to serve time in prison, so we're not like promoting violence and illegal mischief. So, you know, it's a bad ending for the anti-hero. And same thing with, like, I really enjoyed the show Dexter, and then they went and made the final season and basically ruined his character. And it was like, you can't get any worse than how they did it the first time, how they tried to end it the first time. And then they went and showed us that they could make it worse. Because the new ending was just so terrible. It was completely out of... I couldn't believe that the same person wrote it that wrote the ending. I was convinced someone else was brought in to finish writing, because how do you write something so good and then go into writing something so bad? Dexter was an amazing show for several seasons, and then it just... Ooh, it got so bad. It stank. All right. So, in Wendy's epic epilogue, I got sidetracked. I got really sidetracked. In Wendy's epic epilogue, we're going to end her story, and we're going to kind of give her a second chance. And it's going to be fun to see her second chance. I should probably... give her a little bit of a scheming look over here. I'm sorry, I hit the mic with my pen. I don't know. I'm using... I don't know if I said this in this live stream or a previous one, but I'm using these noise canceling headphones, and it's really kind of throwing me off because I might be talking loud. I don't know if I'm talking. You know how like you can't hear yourself hardly. Oh boy. I'm also on medication today. Medication that begins with oxy. Alright. So we're given these shoulder puff things. Alright, I don't know. That was a twitch in my hand. So Wendy's Epic Epilogue is going to follow Wendy and some other contestants or victims, not contestants, interns, past characters, and it'll show what's going to happen to them. Some will get turned back into normal, maybe. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what happens. Oh my gosh, I can't think for anything today. All right, that arm looks super long. We gotta change that. Okay, let's shorten that a whole bunch. There we go. I'm gonna try it. It's really hard for me right now to think and talk and draw at the same time. I'm gonna try to think about the first person we see. The first person we see. Okay. So in issue 1, we're starting out in the main room. And then from the main room, we're going to the Crystal Caverns. And in the Crystal Caverns, we're going to see what has been going on down there. Because basically when we're starting the comic, the blueberry juice is everywhere. And nothing can be done until we fix this massive leak. Okay, so now like this is the first time I've live streamed on my new tablet. I got a new tablet because the old one was what was it, like 10-15 years old? Might have been 15 years old. I had a Wacom 24 HD, which is one of the very first, you know, HD tablets they came out with. And they've had several generations. They considered my tablet a legacy tablet by the time I got rid of it. They stopped making parts for it and repairing it. So it was old. pieces of it were starting to fall off. I was just like sitting here holding on to it, and like a piece just fell off. It's like, that's probably not a good sign. No wonder it's having trouble. Okay, so she's definitely looking big. The problem is, I think she doesn't look like she's far enough in the background. Like, we're not zoomed out far enough. I wanted to make this a little bit further away, but I can probably do that by just reducing the size of this right here. So if we take that and take the rough estimate, if we take that and we just kind of shrink it down back there, maybe that'll help it look, you know, open. Yeah, it probably helps too, because the more juice we draw, the easier it's going to be to draw. Okay. So her boob thing is looking a little off with perspective. So what I need to do is I need to circle it and just kind of make it further down like that. There we go. Okay, now for her outfit. All right, so she's done now, I think. Let's give her a little hand thing. And now we just need to do the background. And I gotta think about how I want to do the background, because I'm a little short on time. I think I'll do the foreground. We're going to try to do some copy and pasting to help speed things up. Because I have had so much going on this month that I'm behind. Normally I have 8 pages ready for pre-order, and I have 5. I realize things could be much worse, but April has not been a good month. I hope your April has been better than mine. So just say I'm ready for good news. I'm ready to go downhill, blue skies, rainbows, all that. I'm ready for it. Alright, there we go. Now, I think I'll do a mushroom right here. And the Oompa Loompa is going to be sitting on the mushroom. Let's have... It's kind of front and center. We'll do that. I think my dog needs to go outside. You go outside? Nah. She just wanted my attention. Okay. So we got like a mushroom right there. Gotta think of what else is floating around in the main lobby. Got, oh, maybe like some sucker things. Trying to think back into the movie, what all they had in that grand entry room. The lobby, I guess you'd call it. We've got, in ours, we had like licorice trees, mushrooms. Let's have a broken lollipop. There we go. We could have several of those. We got some gummy bears floating around. Cotton candy. I think if I made Tootsie Rolls floating around, the Tootsie Rolls might look a little suspicious. Might not end up looking like Tootsie Rolls. Put some Baby Ruth bars. Alright, let's see. We've got all kinds of sweet things. There was the Rum Dum Dum tree. I might just copy and paste that. That's basically just like branch and dots. We should have some stuff that looks like fruit, maybe. Or stuff that has bites out of it. Okay. So what else could be floating around in here? Gummy bears. What was I saying? Fruit. What kind of fruit would be floating around? That's a kind of a tough question. I would like to put like an Oompa Loompa doing the backstroke or something. Let's do like a cotton candy thing over here. looks a little suggestive. Alright, basically it's gonna look like a Where's Waldo. Oh yeah. We're gonna draw the peep girl over here. Let's give her like a scared kind of face. We'll deal with the peep girl in a later issue. We actually have two peep girls, I believe. Sierra and the Maria Law. Think if there's anything else. We have some like should probably have some tubes, like, you know how they had like the chocolate river tube. All right. Have a thing bending over. I think flopping things look good for this kind of scene where you're supposed to be showing stuff in disrepair and falling apart and disaster zone. Probably need to zoom in. When you're zoomed out a little too far, your line work starts looking really bad. Starts registering it as really shaky and almost like okay. I'm trying to think. It feels like there needs to be one more thing. Let's draw like a pipe. Breathing tube. Okay. We gotta draw the Oompa Loompa. Oh, how about we draw like a crystal? Like it's come up from the crystal caverns. Yeah, that does not look very good. That looks super random. Let's put it over there. Let's just keep some negative space over here. Alright, I'm still not sure if I'm gonna draw that or just try and copy and paste from over here. Let's see. Definitely make it look smaller. No. We're gonna have to make this look even smaller. We might be able to use that. Let's make it look transparent some. I'm gonna have to top it off. I think it still needs to be smaller. They did such a good job in the original movie making that room look real and actually tangible, edible and tangible. Okay, there we go. So I edited this a little bit. We're gonna fix this. Okay. This is the riverboat. And I guess we gotta connect that. All right. I probably do need to create at least a line of horizon line. Needs a horizon line, and I think that horizon line needs to be a little bit further up. Should have done that on another layer. I would really like an iced latte right now. Okay. There we go. Now that is ready. Ready for coloring. Oh. Oh yeah, I need to do the Wonka. I'm gonna pull up a Wonka from, how about the first issue of chapter 2. I think we'll be able to find some relaxing Oompa Loompas. Where are they? Where are they? She comes out super angry. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up real quick. And we're gonna copy and paste this guy. And almost there. Let's copy and merged. Edit, copy, merged. And then paste. We can put him down here on the mushroom. Now we just come down here and we'll kind of just touch up the line work. Okay. I guess we gotta do is drink. Alright, he's relaxing. He's maxing in, relaxing. Whew. Now I think it's probably ready for coloring. I'm gonna have to work on that background up there. I think we've been live streaming a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live stream, take a little bit of a break, get some water. And then I'll be back for my Subscribe Star live stream after lunch. Thanks for tuning in. And again, this is the Wendy Wonka Epilogue. It's going to be coming out Sunday, available for pre-order. And next month, what is next month? The end of May, it'll be complete. And I believe there's going to be 3 issues. That's what I'm thinking is going to be enough to tell a story with this chapter. So 3 issues, Wendy's Epic Epilogue. Catch it Sunday. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.